I'm excited, and probably the biggest reason I'm excited is just growing up. I grew up basically in Nashville, from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is right down the road, and there's like a handful of people that have ever had a deal that are like from here, and it's just really cool for me that this is where I grew up, and country music is really been such a big deal in my life, from sitting down at the piano with my grandfather when I was a kid and him trying to teach me how to play, finally figuring out that he probably should give up on that and teach me how to play guitar. That to be nominated for an award like this is just surreal. It's what you dream of getting to as an artist. I mean, that's one of those things that you're always like, man, I wish I could be nominated for an award. And there's just not a lot of people that are lucky enough to get a record deal, much less have a record deal and then be nominated for something like this. So it's a really big deal to me. I don't know. I think the biggest thing was this was a song that when people heard it, when the first time I played it, I was a co-writer on the song, and me and the two guys that wrote it, we were like, okay, we know we did this right if when we get out there and play the song, we see people like start pairing off, because it is a sexy song and there's that whole vibe to it, but it's a love song too. And the very first show I played it, there was a couple people that just started dancing together, and I was like, that's it, man. And it really did feel like people connected with that song and just kind of took ownership of it. I had people coming up to me going, oh man, this is me and my wife's favorite song right now. And to have somebody say something about a song that I wrote and a song that I sang is amazing. And the fact that radio embraced it too, because this really is a format that, there's a lot of other stuff that you can do to build, a fan base, but there's nothing like having, radio play your song. There's nothing like that. And I'm still thanking people at country radio for playing this record, because it was just such a huge turning point, in my career. Even though it was not that long ago that it happened, I mean, you can just tell. My favorite part about this is I've done construction with my dad before, and I don't have to do that. Seriously, probably my favorite part is, and I know I've said a lot about having the number one, but having a song that I wrote, getting out and playing it, and I've actually had people come up and tell me it's their favorite song. And when I wanted to get into music, a lot of people would always ask me, they're like, what's the one thing that you would want to happen in your career as a musician? And I always told them, to have a record deal, to have a song out that long after I didn't have a record deal or I was gone, or, that somebody went, man, you remember that song? That was my favorite song. And, who knows if this song will stick around that long, but there's a lot of people still playing it, and, hopefully this has opened the door for a lot more music for me, so that I can, show people what else is on this album and, what I'm all about as an artist.